always been like a creative because that's how I found you through like TikTok. I was like, who is this man? Unique skits, and the best thing is like you're doing them like actually with your mom, and that was just something that
Yeah.
I was
But
like, you know what, this is actually dope.
you see, like, I feel like 90% of how I am character wise, it's like my mom.
That's your mom?
That's my mom. Mom, she's like goofy and funny
I
and
can tell.
bubbly and open.
Yeah.
So like we got to that point where me and her we like friends, like best friends. Cause
I
like
was like, are you guys sisters or is this your mom? It
she's
makes even no
literally
sense.
she's my mom. And
Uh-huh.
like yeah, she's been telling me to like start doing TikToks
You
from
lying.
I'm not even joking. I
What?
am not even joking. Because like
Yo.
she knows me. She's like, I'm a creative girl.
Yeah.
She's like, she sees me as a model to her. So she's always like, you should start content creation.
Because she
Even
can
if it's
see it in you
yeah, she
already.
can see it in me. But me, I was so young. I was like, ah,
You're
that's so
not
cringe. That's so cringe. What do you
really.
mean we're recording things and posting them online?
And your mom
And I
is the
was
one
in
who's
high school.
actually asking you to do them.
So we recorded a few and we posted it on her account.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we posted it there. But like I was cringing
But
every
you, for your
time.
case, you're like, no, me, I
I
can
mean, I
put
don't
that
want
like
this.
in my nini.
Yeah, I'm feeling like it's so not me. Like
What?
it was so cringe for me, and I was like, Mom, let's just not do this. And like
You even telling her.
I told her like, Mom, me, I can't do this. Like this is too cliche. And she was like, okay, you look for me. And then
She
I
said that.
finished. Yeah, she literally told me that. And then I finished high school.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have these friends. I have like a friend called Pacho
Yeah.
and Chantal. And these two people, especially Pacho, he told me like, because I posted a video of me doing makeup.
Yeah.
He was like, "Why don't you just join TikTok officially? Because this video it's actually nice." And I was like, let me think about it. And like when he told me that, I asked my mom, and my mom was like, "I've been telling you to join TikTok like forever." And then I joined TikTok now officially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Which is when did you join?
I joined like last year, around like probably October. Wait, August. Yeah,
Jeez.
August. Yeah. That's when I
I'm
joined
telling
TikTok.
you, at times, you see, at times it's, and I know this is like maybe like a common thing. At times, like your parent is telling you to do something, and you're like,
Yeah.
if it's cool to you, how the hell is it supposed to be cool to me? First of all, how?
How?
Yeah.
Us posting videos, just being cringe. Can never.
That's like when you have family gatherings and you're always being forced to take all the pictures together. We stand with
It's
Nani,
Nani.
hold hands with Nani, you're like holding hands.
Oh my
You're like-
God.
so such
I was
things,
just young and stupid. I feel like if I started way early,
you know where you'd have
right
been,
now
right?
I would have been like in a different place right now. You get?
Probably, right?
Yeah. But like she convinced me. I was like posting my makeup videos and they weren't like going anywhere until I posted a video of my mom, us just doing something.
Some goofy
Goofy stuff. Just
Yeah.
being ourselves.
Yeah.
And like it got so much.
Like you saw like the reactions and people.
Yeah, it was so nice. And so since then I've just been doing TikToks with her.
But how does that make you feel like when, you get like your first video that actually, because, I've told like a lot of people like the interesting thing with like TikTok or in fact, forget Instagram. Instagram is good, but TikTok, there is one video that you post or two and they start giving your life a very different direction on how you look at things.
True.
Because you now view things completely different. You're like, oh, I can make a brand. Oh, I can do this.
True.
I actually didn't know I have this in me.
Yeah.
People's comment section and everything.
Yeah.
But how does it feel like now when you start getting such reactions? Like mentally, where does it put you?
Honestly, I got a little bit carried away. I'm not even lying, just a little bit. Because it was just like my first video actually going viral with my mom. Meaning I don't need outsiders.
Yep.
I just need my mom to make my own brand. But then I just cooled down. This is still nothing. It's something,
but it's not.
but it's nothing. Like I shouldn't like let it get to it. Because what was that? But it was I felt so good, honestly. I felt so nice. And like my mom was also like my mom, she's like my number one fan. If my dad didn't even know we're on TikTok.
Yeah, I'm sure he's just focused on other
until
things.
we posted like our sixth or was it our fifth video.
Yeah.
And my dad found it on Twitter. And then he came and he was like, eh. My dad's reaction was everything. He was like, eh?
What did he say now?
My dad,
Is he excited? Like he's confused about what you guys are doing?
He was just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What are you guys doing on Twitter?
Oh, it's something you didn't expect.
He wasn't expecting it. Yeah.
Okay, so now.
And so, like, both of them supporting me made me feel like I can actually just continue with this thing. Until I get to where I want to be.
It's very important, especially for parents to come in and support you. Like,
yeah.
Nowadays it's so, I don't know how I can say it. Like, even the job market, yes, it's good, but if you can polish something else, like in your kid, and just instill like in them, like, you can actually have this, and even this, as long as you do like your schoolwork, whatever else you're doing on social media, you just of course, and you have to stay safe, right?
I have to.
Okay, now another speaking of safety. Like when you get a DM, like, like the way I throw you like a DM, like, I need, because, for me, I'm always telling people, other people think I'm rude, but I'm always like, I need you on my podcast. Me, I'm not telling you so many other stories.
Yeah.
It's like, I need you on my podcast. Do you discuss such a thing with like, your mom? It's like, but they've been invited for this. What do you think? Should I do it? Especially like the way you said she's your number one supporter. Of course, you have to consult maybe someone.
Yeah.
Plus, you can go to this studio and get kidnapped, man, or just disappear,
True. That's so true.
Yeah. Well, so were there any concerns? Did you discuss with her, like, or did you even, how do you just say yes to like, this collab or?
Okay. I get like a lot of DMs, but people they're actually not like serious,
Really? Also,
people just like saying a lot of nothing. So
Hold on. A lot of nothing meaning what? What are they saying?
No, they're just like saying hi. Oh, can I take you out? Oh, like it's just.
Like not even like.
Yeah, it's not. It's not something that like will benefit me. And so like I just go through my DMs because I might be lacking on something really important there.
Yeah.
And so it's just coincidence that like on that day that you DM'd me, it's the day I was going through my DMs.
Nice.
And then I saw it and I was like, okay. And then I went to your page and I was like, okay, this is actually a really legit person. And I was like, it's okay. I can be on your podcast because like it's something that will benefit me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing a new experience because I haven't seen you doing like.
Yeah, this is my first podcast.
Really?
Yeah, I've never.
And collab?
I've never collabed with it.
Hey, okay, guys, you see? You see? This is the home of discovery. We know.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because, like, even when I invited you, in my head, I was just like, I hope she's a creative because I always know, like, if somebody's a creative, like, it's a no-brainer. It's like, okay, so let me just go and do the collab. And then after that, I'll figure out, like, what next. But just keeping an open mind to something like that.
Sure.
So did my page show, like, professionalism, creativity? Like, what impression did it?
I saw like, okay, I don't know her name, but there's this Chile I saw on your podcast like just recently, and I was like, oh, I actually know this girl. And I was like, I don't know her name. That's the thing. Okay, but she's like light skinned, maybe. Yeah, and I don't remember. I don't know.
But on my recent posts.
Yeah, on your when I opened your page, she was like there, and I saw it and I was like, I just scrolled down a little bit and she was there.
Oh, to just see like what else is there. Okay, let's see who this is first of all.
Yeah, that made me feel like.
Who? Yeah, just scroll. Let me know.
Okay, wait.
But I post a lot though.
Yeah,
I do post a lot.
This one, I don't know.
Oh, Shiro. Oh, okay.
I saw her and I was like, okay, I know this girl. And if she's been on your podcast, and I've seen like you do so many podcasts.
I do a lot.
That's to mean that you're actually professional with it.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you can't be doing podcasts and you're here kidnapping people. Like,
and their side hustle, yo.
So I asked my mom. Okay, I responded fast, and then like I asked my mom, like, Mom, there's this podcast. Okay, there's this guy who's invited me to his podcast. Can I go? And she's like, okay, are his podcasts going with your morals? Because my mom, she's so keen with morals, and she's like, does it like collide with your morals, with how you are as a person? And I just told her like, you speak about health, wealth, love and happiness and everything. And she's like, okay, I feel like it's a good podcast.
Okay.
Like she, like her energy towards it, because I normally feel like parents know when some energy is just not given.
You know, one thing that we always assume, we still forget that, they were actually our age. You know, the
Yeah.
same way you might think of the craziest things, they were there, literally.
Yeah.
But you haven't gotten to their age.
Yeah.
So everything, like they'd just look at someone and be like, yo, that's trouble, right? But, at times people listen and at times people unfortunately don't listen.
Don't listen, yeah.
And I've said like enough times, like even like on my podcast, you see somebody like, remember that girl, Wahoo?
Wahoo.
Scarlett. The one who was like in some Airbnb in South Bay
Oh,
and
yeah,
got
yeah, yeah, I remember
she was a
that, yeah.
friend.
She was a friend to you?
Yeah. And she used to stay like just close here. But the first thing, like when you see that guy, everybody just the first question was like, yo, I mean, the guy already has so many red flags.
True.
From the word go.
From the
So at
beginning.
times, like if you just feel that energy is off, and even
have to,
for
like,
some
take a step
people,
back.
and even for my case, like when I invite somebody on the podcast and I get like that energy where they're like 50-50,
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, no, this is not somebody I want. Not that I don't want them, but maybe they're not supposed to collab me.
Yeah.
It might work out with somebody else.
But not you.
But already from the word go, the energy is a bit off.
Yeah.
So it's tricky. But now back to like just even content creation, right?
Yeah.
Are there some people that maybe you've seen online that maybe now inspire like your journey? Because I'm guessing like now when you figure out like, okay, now I want to do this social media thing, like are there some people maybe in the past or even now you can say maybe you've seen them do a good job? Because now you're trying to figure out probably, I'm guessing like your lane. Because you just started like last year. That's crazy. That's just a few months in, not even like 12 months yet.
Yeah, yeah.
So are there some people maybe you can say you've looked up to, they've moved correctly? And
I've looked up to so many people. I'd say, what's the name of it? Okay, she's not like... Okay, no, wait. I'm like trying to process the name.
No, take your time.
But you see, Akina... Wanaitwaje? You see...
Who are these people?
Mluo, sorry.
Oh, Mluo.
Mluo, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Mluo Murugi. Because I'm Murugi. I remember there's a time he was celebrating 400. He's celebrating like 1 year of consistency in his content creation journey.
Yeah.
And like he said, like he has posted so far 400 videos. Was it 400? Yeah, I think it was 400. And I was like, dude, okay, 400 to me looked so little for 1 year.
Yeah.
So meaning this guy, okay, obviously he's been posting because a year is like 365 days. So he's been posting every day or even more. But like that motivated me in a way because like Murugi just started off as like something small. Because I remember seeing him when like nobody knew him very well. And then like he grew so much.
Yeah.
So that motivated me. And then like how they like collide with those other celebrities. With Akina. Now, like the way they connect.
The collab.
And then like how they lift each other up.
Yeah, I think especially with the collaborations, like when you get all the tags of the people you've included in the video, it's always like boosting the next person.
Yeah, it's boosting the next person. So they motivated me. Yeah, and then there was this other guy, I can't remember his name, but like he was posting about like outfit of the day.
Who, a guy?
Yeah, I can't
Recently?
remember his name. Yeah, no, he's like a famous guy right now. I just can't remember his name.
Young?
Yeah, a young guy, literally, I think.
Dark skin, light skin?
20s. He's like chocolate. With chocolate there.
Get ready with me, but he does like, wait,
I don't know his name. I feel like his name is...
Why don't you remember these people's names,
I have a whack memory. I can't remember their names. I just see them and I'm like, you guys motivate me one way or another.
Is it Dalmas?
No, it's not Dalmas.
Oh, okay, but you know Dalmas, right?
No. Who's Dalmas?
The guy who was doing like shoe reviews and people were like, they started roasting each other online or something because of genuine, authentic shoes and non-authentic shoes.
For real?
Yeah.
Why don't I?
I'll share some videos with you.
But like,
so it's not him. Okay, so
a lot of
who
people
does
have
Get Ready With Me videos?
I swear when I remember, I'll tell you.
Oh, okay, no
but
worries.
Like, yeah, a lot of people have inspired me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just with consistency. And I think...
with consistency, that word consistency, them speaking of consistency makes me feel like actually consistency is the key. Because let me tell you something. I was doing makeup videos and I never used to get like any. I got some like 100 and something.
Yeah.
But like if I said like I had posted like around like 15 videos or like was it 10?
Yeah.
And they were like all the same. And like I if I stopped there, you would have never seen me.
No, I still would have.
No, you wouldn't, because like if I stopped posting from
Yeah.
then.
I would, I reach out to people with 500 or 200
I'm
followers.
saying like you wouldn't have gotten my content.
I would have.
You wouldn't.
Listen, I'm telling you, like, I
like,
find some
it
of
had
it.
so like
How many
little
followers did you
views.
have?
I had like
How many?
like 200.
200. I would have found you. I would have found you.
You would, but like not like
Just
as
say
quick
you
as
don't.
now.
You wouldn't have wanted me to find you, but I would have found you.
Okay.
Because at times I do like find people like, and that's the thing about like my podcast. Like you see, like even for Shiro, Kenya,
Yeah.
the girl that you said like you knew at least
her.
from the when I
Yeah.
invited her to my podcast, I didn't know who she was.
For real.
I really didn't. Because I'm now going to her profile at the time and I'm like, okay, she doesn't post consistently, but there's small videos that I'm seeing here and there are very unique. So now I start talking to her like on the podcast and then I'm telling her back, but I can see like you seem like you have like just some background where you really trained or something. And then she's like, no, I used to host a TV show called Club Kiboko. I'm like,
Yes.
I'm like, wait,
Yes.
what?
That's where I
I'm like-
know her from.
I'm like, what the
Oh
hell
my
do you mean?
God.
And there you go. And even for my case, I just didn't know. But I always just go on someone's profile. Or if they pop up like on my or For You page, I will just, I think even for your case, was it video or pictures that I saw? I think I saw pictures before I started seeing your videos.
What? Where did you see my photos?
On like, there's a section, because I haven't started like posting the pictures on TikTok, the way somebody scrolls and stuff.
Yeah.
So I went to the picture section and actually it was a picture that popped up. Like I think the
Wow.
one with slides.
Yeah.
So I go to your profile and then I'm like, oh, she actually does like some really, really dope and unique videos. But it was picture. You can only imagine. So just from the pictures, like, hey, who this? Let me just see. And then I'm like, oh, this is actually a very creative person. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I really do try. And even the guests that I bring on the show, if you go through my profile, it's the same thing. You will notice like, okay, these people seem unique. They're talking about unique things.
Yeah.
But not necessarily mainstream people.
True.
Yeah, but if it was going for like the most viral there's a list of people I would need, but I'm trying to pick on people who are still
are
like
upcoming.
developing like their talents, and probably like after a year or two, if they come back, we'll have like a completely different conversation.
Yeah.
Like for your case, I can tell if you post consistently between now, the next 12 months,
It's gonna be a different story, right? That's what my
Mila,
mom tells me every single time.
just 12 months, as long as you're consistent, I think it will change like a lot of things like around you. You'll be shocked. You'll be because we're in the day and age where now like there's so many things that as long as people just see that consistency and even what you're studying in school are generally things that can propel.
Connect. Exactly. That's why I
so
love
you,
my
even
course.
if you're going back at home, you're still kind of like polishing up what you're studying.
Yeah.
And that's crazy, by the way.